leave without a trace. Dogs screwing in the background, little baby man throwing cake. Come on, y'all, don't go berserk. It's all good here, home. Word! Not safe for remote. Word. What you got to say? Not safe for remote. Word. Hey, hey. Zoom in day to day. Not safe for remote.
Welcome to Remotely One's NSFRW, which is an acronym for Not Safe for Remote Work, where we invite employees at all levels to share their most outrageous moments while working remotely.
Yes!
Do you have a story to tell? We want to hear it.
Please.
You can submit your story at remotelyone.com/podcast. Today's guest is originally from Kernersville, North Carolina, and now resides in Auburn, Alabama.
War Eagle!
She's worked with companies ranging from fintech to startups and is now the CEO of AbstractOps, which is a payroll tax compliance company. Kristin Bass, come on down!
Oh, that's me! Oh, Kristin! Come on down! Well, settle down. Let's do
I swear by Duke and Dixie, if you all don't shut up, we can't start the show. Come on, y'all.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Well, Kristin, thank you so much for joining us and agreeing to come on the show. We are super excited to hear your story.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy, howdy. I am excited to be here. I am super excited to tell my story. For context, I am currently the CEO at AbstractOps. We are a payroll tax compliance company, so we help companies set up their payroll tax accounts, their Secretary of State accounts, make sure they are fully compliant and can run payroll with no headaches, and then keep their company up and running with no headaches from the states coming down the pipe. If they forgot to do something or have a fine, we help them out with all of that.
Sweet.
We've been doing this for pretty much our whole setup. However, we pivoted into this back January of 2023 full time. Okay. Prior to that, we were a back office operations company, so helping folks scale their back office, which is how I got my start with AbstractOps. I was an operations partner working with other companies, helping them with their back office and making sure that they were doing what they needed to do. That ranges from helping them with equity, payroll, HR compliance, just you name it, we probably did it.
Yeah. I mean, your accolades are really impressive. And, you know, as I understand it, you went from being a manager to a CEO within 2 years. I mean, as one would expect, definitely some learning experiences and, you know, highs and lows, however you want to put it. Share with us one that really sticks out in your memory.
Or two. You can share two. I think we might have time for two.
You know what? I will do y'all a justice, and I will tell you one from when I first started and was an operations partner, and then I've got one from when I was in my COO / coming into my CEO role here.
Okay. Here we go. Listen up.
You know, as one would imagine with the backgrounds here, I'm a little Southern, just a tiny bit. And some might even stretch the word to redneck, depending on the situation.
Nothing wrong with that.
So when we moved, our house that we bought here in Alabama has a lovely, lovely security system that likes to go off when a door opens, closes. Boo, boo. 2 dogs. At the time, I had one, and he is my pride and joy. I love my 2 dogs. They're both labs. But my male, he was my first dog and has known nothing other than me working remotely. So, of course, you can imagine he's used to calls. He's always in the background.
All right. Okay.
I'm hanging out on a work call with my team, talking customer work, talking all that good stuff.
Is anyone home? Is anyone home?
No one's home. No one's home. I'm sitting in my office here, which is in the back of the house. My dog's laying under me. All of a sudden, mid-call, I just hear back door, and I'm like, what the
shit
coming in my house?
Somebody.
So I was like, okay, I don't have time to pull up the cameras. I don't have time to do anything. Duke, my dog, is sitting there barking, standing at the door of the bedroom, which is the office, refusing to go out. And I'm like, I tried to cut off my camera, and I'm like, Duke, who's here? Go. Like, defend me. Go.
Defend me, Duke.
Go find some shit, Duke.
he is like under me at the time. And I'm like, what dude, you're supposed to be my guide, my protector. So I, naturally being myself, reach behind my office door and pull out my home defense shotgun and just rack it. I'm like, who the hell is in my house?
And this is on camera?
I'm like, all right.
You have this on camera?
So my camera's facing this way and I'm going this way. So you can hear it. You can hear the shotgun. You can hear me talking to Duke. And I'm like, I don't even care what's going on camera at this point. Don't care.
Life.
So,
oh my God.
You know, I'm sitting there and I can hear people laughing because at this point it's like, what the hell is going on?
Because you got your AirPods in too, right? You have your AirPods in too. So
what is going on?
Click, click, boom. Tell me you blasted at least one more wall of sheetrock away.
So what happened?
Oh, luckily no shots went off. Duke finally decides to kind of meander through the house, and I go, there's no climax to the story. The door just blew open from the wind, scared the absolute hell out of me, and I'm walking through my house with a shotgun like, am I about to hit somebody with this?
So did you, like, when you walked down, were you scared? Did you say, I'm armed?
Oh my God. I was legitimately like heart racing, scared to death that someone had come in my house. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Is that Duke behind you doing circles?
That is Dixie. That's our newest member. She's
Dixie.
only a year old. Yeah.
I seen that door open and I blasted it to bits. I blasted the wind.
Now,
didn't even stand a chance.
If someone had been in this house, I fear to goodness what the heck would have happened to them.
Oh my gosh, good for you that you're protected. So you sit back down. I'm curious. You sit back down, your heart's beating, you turn the camera back on. What are your colleagues saying?
Oh my God. People were just like, what? Are you good? Are you not good? I'm like,
we see that you're protected.
I'm good. We're good.
Holy shit.
And then later that day, I call my husband, and I'm just like, you don't understand what I just did. I was like, do you know how embarrassed I am? Because I'm, one, a big scaredy cat, and two, sitting here probably looking like the biggest freaking redneck with deer heads on the wall and a shotgun in hand.
Good for you. You're well protected. So that's a pretty good story. So, Kristin, let me just understand this. So, at this moment, you're just on the team as like a manager or COO, and they're like, damn, Kristin's got a shotgun. She's trying to, shoot some people if they come into the house.
God.
So
yeah.
Fast forward, 6 months now? Like, fast forward how much time, and you're now the CEO.
Yeah, so from that situation to my next story, fast forward about a year, actually, year and a half.
Okay.
So the shotgun incident happened pretty early on in my career here, so love to set the stage of my personality.
So you're Shotgun Bass. That's your nickname. Yep. I get that. Okay.
You got it.
Love it.
So the other story is actually quite embarrassing, probably more so than that one. So I stepped into my COO role in October, stepped into my CEO role in December. So literally halfway through in November, my husband decides to go on a hunting trip for 10 days.
Of course, makes sense.
Because, why not?
Yep.
Well, one day into his trip, my female, Dixie, goes into heat.
Well, what's that? I don't understand. Like, it's hot out, obviously.
Yeah, no. So both of my dogs are unfixed. She went into her female cycle where she can then,
that's what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. And my male is not fixed.
Okay.
That means my male is not happy. So I'm not sleeping, one, because my male is constantly wanting his girlfriend here. She's in a diaper because that's how we treat our dogs around here. We put them in a diaper when they go into heat because she's a house dog. So I get on a high-stakes sales call for a company that I really want to land. And I have done customer calls, but I had just stepped into doing sales calls.
Okay.
Because we were in between salespeople.
Okay.
I'm sitting here chit-chatting, having a good old time. You see Dixie back here in a diaper because that's normal to see on a call. That didn't bother me quite as much until I'm sitting and my screen's wide, and behind me I see Duke try to ride her. Just start like hardcore jumped on her, and I'm sitting here like, There's nothing's going on in the back. Like,
But so like
oh,
when you
God.
say so the dog jumps up on top and one dog has a diaper on?
Huh? And the male and the male dog's trying to scrape her up and mount her, and like I'm like, you can't see. There's nothing here, nothing to see.
Did you say scrape her up and mount?
Mother, no, you cannot do this.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you do? What do you do? Like,
I'm just hiding it, like, and stick it on the floor.
oh no! And what about the
Yeah, and I'm
noises? What
like-
about the noises? Are there lots of noises happening?
Duke is just like, he was just going, and I'm like, okay, stop. And Dixie's just looking at me like, please God, help me.
Oh,
And I'm like mid-sales call, trying not to talk to my dogs, trying not to bring attention to it. And one of the guys on the sales call, I shit you not, goes, well, dang, I didn't realize we were getting a show today, too.
Oh, more than you bargained for, buddy.
I shit you
God.
not, bub. I shit you not.
This is like, this is not what people expect to see on a sales call.
Oh, my God.
Much
Wow.
less with a COO.
I mean, I think if one dog did not have the diaper on, to me, that's the part that makes this story the best. Because
It was
I can-
hilarious. Hilarious. I mean, Dixie's sitting there in a bright pink diaper, just like, and she's a chocolate lab, so the bright pink really popped. It really
popped.
really
Oh,
called
wow.
attention to it.
Wow.
I was just like, what? So I learned from that. I now
Yeah.
drug my dog when the other one is in heat. So Duke takes a gabapentin and a trazodone daily when she's in heat. And ironically, she's like 3 days from going into heat. I was thinking y'all were going to get a show too, because it's like, it's close
would have
to
been
happening
something.
again.
That would have been perfect. So, Kristin, out of curiosity, did you land the deal?
I did, and they are fantastic customers. I love them.
Wow.
So landed the deal, but it was just, I mean, my face was redder than a freaking tomato. It was,
Oh my
I was like,
gosh.
how? And I think later that night, I called my husband. I said, like, I've cried. I haven't slept. I don't know if I'm going to land this deal. Like,
Right. I'm going to be announced CEO in like 2 weeks. I just did a sales call with the dog. It's just the best. Oh my gosh.
like, seriously, if my dogs, now every call I'm on, my dogs are in the background, and those people are just like, so how's it going?
That is great.
They're
No
like
puppies.
looking. They're like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's like, what's
How you been?
what's going
Yeah,
on?
that's cool.
Now I'll say
Looking
the
behind you.
reason they're not fixed is we do plan to breed our dogs and have puppies. So there's an actual reason I don't have my dogs fixed.
I
but-
mean, you don't have to explain. Some people just don't want
But you know,
put the dog through that. So we get it. So Kristin, what a
Oh,
great
man.
story. It definitely was not safe for remote work. It's one of
Absolutely
our
not.
best stories. We appreciate it so much. Kristin, where can our listeners and viewers find you on the interwebs and AbstractOps, of course?
yeah. So they can find me on LinkedIn. They
Okay.
can find AbstractOps on LinkedIn. And then if
All right.
you just want to chit chat with me, shoot me a DM. I love meeting people, love talking to people, but
That was such a Southern Belle thing to say.
Yeah.
If y'all just want to chit chat with me.
I mean, it was great. It's great. I'd say the Southern accent is killing
I
it.
love
Keep
it.
it going. Keep it going.
Yeah.
I love people. I
gotta cash
love
that
my
in.
job.
You
I
can
love
tell.
helping people.
can tell.
It's fulfilling. It's
That's
rewarding. It lets
Well-
people focus on their jobs versus having to deal with the backwards ass laws that the states have when it comes to setting up a new company or scaling your company.
Absolutely.
So it's
Well-
a lot of fun. I would not trade it for the world. And I wouldn't trade
Awesome.
my dogs for the world, even though
Good.
they love to embarrass me.
That's a great answer.
That's a great answer. Well, Kristin, thank you so much for coming by the show. We appreciate it. It was an awesome story. More people need to hear stories like this because remote work is human. And hey, it's comical too. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Come back and see us anytime.
Absolutely. It was great
Awesome.
to meet y'all. Thank you so much.
Peace.